Hey everybody, welcome to another video. And today we're going to be talking about Swiss Army knives. And not just this particular one, but all Swiss Army knives. And apparently there is a lot of confusion amongst you Victorinox Swiss Army knife enthusiasts. Let me explain something to you guys, okay? I know compactness and size and weight matters when it comes to EDC, all right? And I really do understand that many of you want the bare minimum tool set possible to make that happen. You know, you want light carry, compact carry, convenient carry. You want to be able to carry things every single day without it weighing down in your pocket, easy to carry, and you have pretty much come to the conclusion that you don't need a lot of tools on your Victorinox. And one of the main things that you guys always harp on is, oh, for urban carry, I don't need a saw. Oh, I never used a corkscrew, so I don't need a corkscrew. Okay, and you know, I'm a little confused with that, because number one, the reason you carry a officer's pocket knife, okay, and that's what these Swiss Army knives are. They're officer and a gentleman pocket knives, okay? That basically, that's what they were originally designed for, okay? Was so that it can be served as a pocket knife for an officer that may need it to open a bottle of wine, saw some limbs off a branch, you know, whatever, you know, whatever a pocket knife is capable of doing. That's what an officer's tool. This was the officer's tool. Okay. And number one reason Swiss Army knives were carried back in the day, or way up there, number one or two or three, at least the top three reasons, was so you could have a corkscrew. Okay. You know, a lot of people back in those days drank wine and ate cheese. All right, so having a corkscrew was very important, and it is still important. Why is it? You may not drink, you may not be a wine drinker, okay? And even if you are, you may drink wines that come in a bottle where it's just twist top, whatever, right? So I understand all that, but the reason you have a Swiss Army knife is to be prepared for the rare occasions when you do need a corkscrew to open a bottle of wine. Okay? Otherwise, it defeats the purpose of carrying a Swiss Army knife. Now, you may say, well, Glock Ninja, you don't have a corkscrew there, you have a screwdriver. Well, this particular model, the Trekker, is what I carry at work. Am I going to drink wine on the job? No, I'm not. Okay, so I don't really foresee myself needing a corkscrew on the job. So this pocket knife here is relegated to using at work or carrying at work. I don't carry this when I'm not working. Okay. So what do I anticipate carrying this at work? Oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna probably need a screwdriver occasionally at work to fix something or fasten something down. Okay, I may need a reamer to punch a hole in something. Definitely need a flat tip screwdriver or some kind of pry tool to work on something. Who knows? One day I might bring a can of food or something for lunch, and I might need to open a can. And here we go. That's we're done talking about the corkscrew. The corkscrew is a party tool. If you are going to go to if you are in an urban situation, okay, you definitely need a corkscrew, because how many times have you gone to a party and you brought some nice wine with you, or somebody else brought some really nice wine with them to a party, and the host of the party doesn't have a corkscrew in the kitchen because they're not a wine drinker? Okay, oh, you're gonna need a corkscrew then, right? So yeah, oh, I don't need a corkscrew, this and that. Oh, I don't use it every day. I don't drink wine regularly. Why do I need a corkscrew? Look, foe, you carry a Swiss Army knife to be prepared for the rare occasions. Okay, that's what a multi-purpose Swiss Army knife or pocket knife is for. Okay, so if you don't have if you don't have a corkscrew on a Swiss Army knife, and you're out and about, you're not at work, okay, and you're just carrying it every single day, to me, it's not a real Swiss Army knife. And I know Victorinox makes Swiss Army knives without corkscrews, but those, in my opinion, knives like this has a purpose other than just being carried every day. Okay, now let's say I'm done with talking about corkscrew. Okay, now I'm really done talking about corkscrews right now. Let's talk about the saw. Oh, I live in an urban environment. Why do I need a saw? Okay, well, okay, listen. A couple of years ago, I was at my in-laws' home, and I was helping them do some yard work, okay? And my father-in-law wanted to cut down a small tree, okay? You really can't call it a tree. It was more like a branch with a very thick stem or a trunk. And we were able to cut away everything except for the stump. And the stump was maybe about 1.5 to 2 inches thick in radius. And I had what did I have on me back then? I had a regular pocket knife with no saw on it. I had the CVV Elementum. Okay, now I tried to cut that 1.5 thick trunk or stem out of it, basically root out of the ground with a CVV Elementum pocket knife. Couldn't do it. I don't think even a serrated blade would have been able to cut through that. But guess what? If I had the saw, if I had this knife with me, or any other Swiss Army knife with a saw on it, I would have been able to cut that root, stem, or trunk, whatever you want to call it, clean off. Okay? And I mean, it would have made easy work out of it. Instead, I wound up going to the garage and getting a axe, and it was very dull, and I couldn't chop it off. It wouldn't chop. So I got a saw, regular size saw, and I couldn't get it to cut because at an angle, a big saw was not going to allow me to saw the root. It was an odd angle, but a little saw would have let me get in there and cut that easily. And so I really needed a saw. So again, urban situation, somebody's home doing a little bit of gardening or yard work, needing a saw. And if you don't have a saw at the time when you need it, your Swiss Army knife is useless. If you need a corkscrew to open a bottle of wine and you don't have it on your Swiss Army knife, your Swiss Army knife is useless. Okay, so that's why we carry Swiss Army knives or tools like this, to be prepared for all occasions. Okay, so many of you who think that the corkscrew is not important on a Swiss Army knife, or the saw is not important on a Swiss Army knife, I'd have to tell you guys, reconsider your thought on that matter, in my opinion. Okay, because like I said, you're gonna wish that you had a corkscrew. You're gonna wish that you had a saw. Okay, you're gonna wish that you had a few of those little tools that you don't use every day. You're gonna wish that you had it when you do need it. Okay, so that's just my opinion, and like I said, thanks for watching.